Hello guys, welcome to a new video here in JS Education. My name is Carlos Santana and this is the video number 6 of the course developing a headless CMS with TypeScript and GraphQL. So let's start. So the first thing we need to do is going to the folder .vs code and we're going to open the settings. And basically we need to change our working directories since we are working with backend and now we are going to add the front end as well. So we need to change this line for this. We are going to add the backend and the front end directory in there. So that's it. Next, we need to create a folder front end. And then inside front end, we are going to create a file .vavelrc to include the next preset like this. Let me do something before that. I need to add also the editor config so we can like avoid these problems with the huge indentation. So this is the editor config file that we need to add. And basically when we save, if you saw, we are going to fix the extra spacing we had. Okay, so also we need to create a git ignore file. So .git ignore. We need to ignore that next folder, no modules and ds stored files. Also, we are going to have our own pre-tier RC file. So we need to save this as pre-tier RC like this. Then we are going to create inside front end. Oops. Oh, something is going on with my terminal, but let me write that completely. So we are going to start a new npm package here, so you can write npm init -y. So once it is here, I'm going to add some scripts that I already have. So I'm going to remove this one, and those are the scripts that we need. The dev is to start the project with TS Node. The compiler is gonna be TypeScript. The project is gonna be taken with TS config server, and it's going to run our server TS file that I'm going to create in a few seconds. Start is gonna be to run production mode. So basically here it's running with TS Node, the distribution server. And also if you see here, I'm specified the node env as a production. Build is going to run next build and also for the server. Lint is gonna run the ESLint and is going to affect the extensions JavaScript, TypeScript, well, TSX and TS. And the test is gonna be run jest. Then we need to add this part. We don't need bubble jest, just like this, like we did in the last video. Then in our dev dependencies, we are going to need, let me see. After license, we need to add dev dependencies. And then we need all of this. Let me put this thing here. We need Babel core, Babel node, TypeScript express, jest, node, react, we need this ESLint plugin for TypeScript. We need bubble preset next, cross M, which is a package to have an easy way to set environment variables on Windows and Mac or Linux. Because if you are on Windows, you need to do this with set node env, but that set word is not recognized on Mac or Linux. So with cross env, you basically fix that problem. Then we are going to install ESLint and the Airbnb style guide. Also, we have some pre-tier ESLint plugin. Jess, pre-tier, TS Node Dev. This one we don't need it. I think so. Let me check. Yeah, we don't need it. We need, instead of that one, we need TS Node, which the version is this one. Let me change it right here. That one. Okay. After this, you need to add the dependencies node, and then we're going to style all of this. We need express, fog utils, next, React, and React DOM for now. Okay, after you do this, we are going to create a new folder inside frontend called source. And then inside, we are going to create another one called pages. Then inside pages, we're going to create a new file called about.tsx, which is going to be our first next page. Very simple page. We're just going to import React, and we're going to export React Node, which is going to be basically a HTML with h1 about page. After that, we create an index page, and it's going to be pretty much the same. It's just having the different text here as an index page, so we can test the routing of the next. After that, we need to go to source and then create a new file called server.ts. And then in here, we are going to connect express with next. So basically, we need to let me install the packages so I can avoid all these weird errors. So let's run npm install after you have all the package JSON. So basically here you need to import express and next, and then we are going to ask if we are on dev environment or something different than production. Then we need to create our next application with this next dev. We pass that to see if we are on development. Let me close and open this again. There you go. Then basically the handle, we're going to assign it from next app get request handler, and this is basically to handle all the traffic on next. Then to run the application, we need to do next app.prepare as a function, and then it's a promise, and on the then method we need to initialize our express application. Then app.all asterisk means like for all the traffic, basically we send our request and the response on this handle method. And at the end, we just listen to the port 3000. Okay, so now we need to create our tsconfig file, which is going to be on front end. We need to call like tsconfig.json. So basically, it's gonna be pretty similar to the backend that we have. Just the model is gonna be ES Next. The out there is gonna be on distribution. Target is gonna be ECMAScript 6. Type roots source / types add types in unknown models add types. This is something we need to add to work with like ESNext library. We are going to allow JavaScript. The GSX, we need to put preserve to fix like small problems it has with GSX files. And then we're going to include all the files that has TS extensions. And then we're going to exclude all the node modules. And the last thing we need to do, actually, well, here we need to add also with, files with TSX as well. And then we need to create a new file for the TS config server. Remember that Next is a framework for server-side rendering. So we need to do special configuration for server-side rendering. So we do tsconfig.server.json on the same path of the tsconfig. Basically, this one is going to extend for the tsconfig file that we have already, but it's going to change some stuff. For example, the model is going to be common.js and the target is going to be ECMAScript 2018. And then it's going to include the TS and TSX. Also, we need to exclude, I'm not sure what's happened, but looks like this thing got repeated. Let me copy that again. So I'm going to clean this file. Okay. And here's TSX, okay. Yeah, and then we need to exclude that part. Oops. Here. Perfect. Okay, so that is all. So now, if we want to test this, we just need to run on the front end directory npm run dev and make sure everything works fine. Automatically, Next is going to create the .next folder. Also is going to create this next DTS for the declarations of next. So that's fine. After that, you can open localhost 3000 and the index space is going to be displayed. And then if you go to /about, you will see the about page. So that means our next first pages are working fine. And that's it. I don't know, what do you think? Do you like the video? If you have any question, remember that you can join our Slack community. The link is on the description. If you like the video, please share it with your friends and also subscribe to our new YouTube channel. And that's it. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for your time. See ya.